we are going to discuss about the history of microbiology. We know that the study about the microbe is known as microbiology. So the knowledge about the microbe allows the human to prevent the food spoilage and to prevent the disease occurrence, and it led to the aseptic technique to prevent the contamination in medicine and in microbiology laboratories. Mainly, this history of microbiology is divided into four era: discovery era, transition era, golden era, modern era. Now let us discuss about discovery era. The spontaneous generation occurred in discovery era. Aristotle in 384 to 322 and others believed that the living organisms could develop from non-living material. In 13th century, Roger Bacon described that the disease caused by a minute seed or a germ. Antony Leeuwenhoek in 1632 to 1723, he described about protozoa, the basic types of bacteria, yeast, and algae. So he is known as father of bacteriology and protozoology. In 1676, he observed and described the microorganisms such as bacteria and protozoa as animalcules. The term microbe was used by Sedillat in 1878. Next is transition era. Francesco Redi in 1626 to 1697 showed that maggots would not arise from decayed meat when it is covered, followed by John Needham, 1713 to 1781, is a supporter of spontaneous generation theory. He proposed that tiny organism or the animalcules arose spontaneously the mutton gravy. Covered the flask, he explained by covering the flask with cork as done by Reddy, still the microbes appeared on the mutton broth. Followed by Lazaro in 1729 to 1799 demonstrated that air carried germs to the culture medium, and he showed that boiled broth would not give rise to microscopic forms of life. Then we move on to the golden era. Louis Pasteur, who is known as father of medical microbiology, he pointed that no growth took place in swan neck shaped tubes because dust and the germs has been trapped on the walls of curved neck. But if the nerves were broken off so that dust fell directly down into the flask, microbial growth emerged immediately. Pasteur in 1897 suggested that mild heating at 62.8 degrees Celsius, otherwise 145 degree Fahrenheit, for 30 minutes rather than boiling was enough to destroy the undesired organism without ruining the taste of the product. The process was well known as pasteurization, followed by John Tyndall, and he invented he invented the process of pasteurization, fermentation, and the development of effective vaccines for rabies and anthrax. Pasteur demonstrated diseases of silkworm was due to the protozoan parasite. He coined the term microbiology, aerobic and anaerobic. He disproved the theory of spontaneous germination. He demonstrated that anthrax was caused by bacteria and also produced the vaccine for the disease. He developed live attenuated vaccines for the disease. Followed by John Tyndall in 1820 to 1893, he discovered highly resistant bacterial structure later known as endospores. Prolonged boiling or intermittent heating was necessary to kill these spores to make the infusion completely sterilized. The process is known as tyndallization. Followed by Joseph Lister in 1827 to 1912. He is the father of antiseptic surgery. Lister concluded that wound infections too were due to the microorganisms. He also devised a method to destroy the microorganism in the operation theater by spraying a fine mist of carbolic acid into the air. Robert Koch in 1893 to 1910, he demonstrated the role of bacteria in causing disease. He perfected the technique of isolation of bacteria in pure culture. Robert Koch used gelatin to prepare solid media, but it was not an ideal because since gelatin is a protein, it is digested by many bacteria capable of producing a proteolytic exoenzyme gelatinase that hydrolyzes the protein into amino acids. It melts when the temperature rises above 25 degrees Celsius. Koch postulates are the same microorganism are present in every case of the same disease. The microorganisms are isolated from the tissues of the dead animal and a pure culture is prepared. The postulate 3 is the microorganism from the pure culture are inoculated into a healthy, susceptible animal. The disease will be produced with the same. According to the postulate 4, the identical microorganisms are isolated and recultivated from the tissue specimen of the experimental animal. So the diagrammatic representation of Koch's postulate is displayed here. Then in golden era, Fane in 1850 to 1934, one of Koch's assistant first proposed the use of agar in media. It was not attacked by the most of the bacteria. The agar is a bit better than gelatin because its higher melting point 96 degrees Celsius and solidifying point 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. And Richard Petri in 1887 developed Petri dish, a container used for solid culture media. Edward Jenner, first to prevent the smallpox, he discovered the vaccination in 1749 to 1823. Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin from Penicillium notatum destroys several pathogenic bacteria. Paul Ehrlich in 1920 discovered the treatment of syphilis by using arsenic. He studied the toxins and antitoxins in quantitative terms and the foundation of biological standardization, followed by many more scientists for leprosy, bacillus, gonococcus, staphylococcus, diphtheria bacillus, and diphtheria toxins from 1874 to 1884. They have identified many bacteria, followed by many viruses also they have identified. The virus term was coined by Benjamin, and Pasteur developed rabies vaccines, and Good Pasteur developed the cultivation of virus on the chick embryo, and the bacterial filters, bacteriophages, and vaccination for smallpox were identified by Charles and Hillary and Edward Jenner, followed by many scientists. They have identified uh, uh, dipth, antitox, malaria, TB, phagocytosis, penicillin, structure of DNA, genetic code, prions, genetic regulation of organ developed, and cell death till 2002. Thank you.